Good morning, Infinity. Good to have you all joining us on this wonderful Nurturing Sunday. It is the second Sunday in March, the third month in the year of Attainment. I'm Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff, and I want to say happy Fall Back Sunday. We have fallen back. So that means spring. No, we have sprung forward. I'm a little discombobulated because I lost a little bit of sleep last night, 1 hour, so we have sprung forward. So guess what? No, I'm not interrupting your life an hour early. You're not looking at your notifications on YouTube and Facebook and saying, what is Rev doing? He got on an hour before. What? No, you know that in the spring we go forward. It's daylight savings time. So you're gonna get to enjoy the summer. The days are gonna be a little bit longer. You're still gonna get to enjoy Infinity Fellowship today. So while you're here, tag your folks. Let's populate the stream. Let's get everybody on for a great Nurturing Sunday. Your destiny is your destination today, and that's what we're working on. So we got the voices coming up. It's going to be a great day. We want you to like us if you are on Facebook, subscribe if you're on YouTube, tag all your folks, start your watch parties, do what you do. Let's have a great Nurturing Sunday. Let's pour spiritually into you and yours. We'll see you on the other side in a minute.
Good morning. Wakey wake, shaky shake. We're back again, and I think we're doing Jazz Sunday. So we're going to have us a good time this Sunday. Y'all join in. Feel good this morning. We're up. We're together. What could be better than that, huh? me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. Oh, in other words, I love you. Yeah. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. Oh, in other words, I love you. In other words, in other words, I have no words. I said I have not the right words. Ooh, do, 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 da. In other words, I love you.
Good morning, Infinity. Those were the voices of Infinity. Once again, Sister Kaditha Carr. Once again, Brother Reggie Wooten. Sending some jazz up. Jazz up today. Today we are absolutely going to fly you to the moon. We invite you to play among the stars. You're one of those stars. So we're welcoming you to today's service, and we're excited that you have joined us today at the Infinity Fellowship. Like us, share with your friends on YouTube. We know that in Nashville we got some snow. Some people are still snowed in, but we made it here, and we are live broadcasting to you all over the world, and we invite you into the sacred space today. Call the family together, call the friends together, let them know that their church is starting today, that we are in the space. And so we invite you into a meditative space to begin to set the mood for today, to set the tone for today, to set the energy for today. So we invite you to sit up a little taller. If you've got your kids sitting on the floor, or if you're sitting in the chair, just go ahead and set the iPad down, go ahead and set the work down, set the food down and the coffee down for just a couple of minutes, and just begin to sit upright and breathe. Just like that. Everything that you faced during the week, you made it here. Every bit of confusion that you had over whether we started an hour ago or start an hour from now, all of that's gone. You're here. Even if you're on the replay, you're here exactly when you're supposed to be here. So breathe in that. Deep breaths, cleansing the lungs, letting go of any tension in your body. Allowing yourself to ease into the space of good. Go ahead and close your eyes. Marvel in this moment at this divine gift, being able to inhale and exhale consciously. Allow yourself to feel the good today. To embrace this divine, amplified frequency vibration. To recognize in your spirit and to affirm that all is well. To recognize, to affirm in your spirit that you cannot get back yesterday. You cannot get back last night or this morning. But what is yours is this right now moment. In this right now, there is peace. In this right now, there is the understanding that your talents and your gifts are with you for a reason. In this moment of breath, there is the recognition that we release the ego, that we embrace the self. We celebrate our gifts, we celebrate our callings, we celebrate our dreams, we celebrate our divine destiny in this moment of stillness. And as we now begin to turn that attention inward to that beautiful, radiant light that we see and feel inside of us, that we recognize is the spark of the divine. We focus on that energy growing now, expanding, healing our body, moving into our limbs and our fingers and our legs and our toes, shooting from our foreheads, sending that divine light into the world so that others have permission to shine as well. From this position of recognizing the gift of being alive, the gift of divine consciousness, all heads now bow, all hearts now open, as we speak directly to Spirit. Dear God, dear Goddess, dear Mother, Father of creation, dear Divine Source, I speak for those around the world who are united in this vibration of love, who are united in this Sunday ritual we call the Infinity Fellowship. I speak now on behalf of the good that you have birthed into this world through us, the gift that you have given us to be sparks in your divine universal fire. We acknowledge you to be the source of all creation. And while we perceive you by many different names, from many different cultures, from many different histories, We unite in the understanding that you are one singular energy, and we acknowledge that you are always present with us. And so we embrace the awareness right now. And we embrace the awareness that we are made out of love because you are love. And so we thank you in gratitude for being beings of light. We thank you today for the release of fear. We thank you today for the release of self-doubt. We thank you today for the self-defeating thoughts that cause dis-ease in our bodies. And so we speak that our health is amplified. We speak that our love and our hearts and our destinies are amplified right now, that we radiate into the world, and we radiate with confidence and boldness because we are divine reflections of you. Your presence within us sparks us today. It lights us up today. It reminds us today that we are here for a purpose, that we are here for a reason, and we are fulfilling the contract today. So as we move into Nurturing Sunday today, we speak that something is shared in a song, that something is shared in a word or a download, that something is typed or shared, expressed in a standing ovation that will motivate, uplift, and inspire each and every one of us to keep living this life, and not just to live this life marking the time, not just to live this life putting notches on our belt, but to live this life and to live this life more abundantly. Give us the strength, give us the vision, give us the power to leave it all on the table, because that's what we're here for. We do this gratefully. And as we acknowledge the gift of family, as we acknowledge the gift of friendship, as we acknowledge this divine space, we do it in gratitude. For these things and other things that cannot be put into words, we simply breathe in the divine and say thank you. Inhale, exhale to release. And so it is. And the people say together, Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. And so it is. We greet you today in the name of the known and unknown ancestors in the space. This is the moment in our Sunday service when we pour libations. The pouring of libations is an ancient ceremony. We pour out water, which represents the living, into the earth that represents what happens to these physical bodies, what we call at Infinity our earth suits, when we no longer need them. There's going to come a time when each and every one of us is going to shed this body. It's not going to be able to hold the spirit. Your spirit is too powerful. Your spirit is powerful right now, but it's connected to the muscle. It's connected to the fascia. It's connected to the bone. It's connected to the brain and the nervous system. But there will come a time where your body just can't hold how glorious you truly are. And it is that point where you will make your transition from life as we know it in the physical body to life after life, when you are freed from the bodily fetters. We pour our libations today to recognize those who have gone before. And throughout different cultures around the world, we have given that energy different names. Here in the modern world, we call them the ancestors. In the ancient world, we call them the angelic beings. In other spaces, we call them the Sheps and the Shepsuits. In other places, we call them the Egun or the Egungun. But whatever we call them, we recognize that the journey of life is never ending. Things are never created or destroyed, they only change form. And as it is with energy, as it is with consciousness, So it is with the recognition that when we call upon our ancestors, when we remember their names, when we pour out the water for them, whether it is in this divine space or whether it's on the street corner with a fifth, we are recognizing that we are all as one. So I invite you at home to type the names of the ancestors that pop into your consciousness right now into the chat box so that people around the world can recognize their presence as well. We recognize in this moment that there is no death, and so we pour in recognition. We pour in respect. We pour in remembrance of those who have gone before. We utilize the Yoruba word ashe. It means breath, it means spirit. It's a commandment of essence, and so it is. And when we pour, as the water goes into the earth, we recognize with that powerful commandment, with that powerful affirmation, that all is one, that all is good, that all is well, and that we are indeed connected. Ashe. We say cool water, freshen our spirits. Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house. Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors together, known and unknown. Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation. Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity. Forward evermore. Ashe. And now we invite you to invoke the names of your ancestors. You could type them in the box. You could say them aloud. But if you're sitting there in your house and you're remembering Grandma Jean, and you're remembering Auntie, and you're remembering Baba, you're remembering Grandbaba, you're remembering all the people, that's their consciousness nudging you to remind you that they're always with you. Because as long as we remember their names, they never die. Their history stays with us, stays as a part of our DNA, stays as a part of the space that gives us inspiration. So call their names aloud or type them in the box, say them in the space as they say to us, remember me. In the divine space today, spirits of Horace, Marion Fraser, and Eloise Fraser, Ashe. To all of the Queen Mothers known and unknown, Ashe. Haywood and Kathy Carr, I acknowledge in this space today, Ashe. Thomas and Gussie Hayes, Ashe. All of the Hayes family, Haskell B. Carr, Delamay Carr. All those in the families of the Davis family and the lineage there, Ashe. The Rogers family, Ashe. All those in the lineage of the families of the names being spoken aloud around the world, Ashe. Of the names being typed into the chat box today, Ashe. We pour to the energies of the north, where we find our direction, Ashe. To the energies of the south, where we remember where we come from, Ashe. To the energies of the east and the rising sun, the recognition that today is a new day, Ashe. To the energies of the west and the going down of the sun and the rising of the moon, reminding us that light still exists in the darkness, Ashe. To the ground below us, recognizing that regardless of our culture, whether we come from Europe, whether we come from Asia, whether we come from Africa, wherever we come from, we all come together in this space of humanity, rooted in who we are. Love and spirit first and foremost, Ashe. To the space above us of the heavens, that space of wandering and wondering where we see our dreams and are gifted with the destiny, gifted with the power, gifted with the ability to bring them into manifest reality through spiritual practice, Ashe. And to the intersecting space where all these directions meet, the space of the heart, that pumping organism, that symbolic space of love, of power, of joy, of peace, knowing that we all tie them together to manifest in this world. Ashe. To the children in the world, womb and yet unborn, we pour together. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe-o. so it is. It is done. Ashe. Good morning to you. Good morning. Sister Kenitha's excited over there. She is ready to go. She is up, popping. She is up and popping, dropping. She's pop locking and dropping. I was over here a minute ago and I said, hey, what in the world is happening? I said, Sister Kenitha was over here pop locking and the mic was dropping. Good morning. I said, okay, we're good. We're gonna get to shouting today then. That was a preview. If the mic drops, then you know something has happened and everything is good and we're in the space today. So we're in the space today and it's time to say good morning to you. You all know how we do it. If you're a first-time visitor, I'm going to welcome you in a minute. But for right now, we're just going to say good morning. And how do we say good morning? Well, first off, we sing it and we have a song that literally is so deep and so powerful that it has these profound lyrics. And the lyrics are, good morning to you. How powerful is that? Oh, and there's also a second verse that says dot, dot, da, da. So if you can say good morning, dot, dot, da, da, then you're going to be successful. But look, we know you're at home and we're not in the space, but we still generate the gratitude that we generate at Infinity, and we do that by talking to each other. So chat box folks, infinite streamers, come on, let's light up the stream. Say good morning, let us know where you're watching Infinity from, and give us one thing that you're grateful for. Just one thing. I dare you, I challenge you, I implore you right now, give us one thing that you're grateful for. Even if it's just that you got up this morning or you got a good cup of coffee. I'm grateful for a good cup of coffee on a Sunday morning, and I love it. So I'm grateful to be able to be in the consciousness space today. I'm grateful we made it here today after having a wonderful week of sunny weather. And then one night of blanketing snow and ice. And now back to sunny weather. I'm so grateful that we can survive the seasons. How about that? So good morning to you. The voices are going to kick us off. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to try to pull up. We're going to pull up if you put it in there. You put it in the chat box. We're going to blast you out on the internet so people can see what you're grateful for too. And it's going to be awesome. So come on, let's sing. Let's hear you. Good morning to you. The voices of infinity.
A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say a da 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 da. Hey, a da 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 da. A da 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 da. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say a da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. Woo.
Hey, we're jamming. We're telling you what's going on, and I am here with you. Yes, I'm grateful today. We got Brother Tony Insignaris running our stream today. We got Brother Daniel. He is here. I'm giving it to you, D. Brother Daniel is running our audio and sound. We got the voices of infinity. And of course, I'm Rev Jeff. I'm also grateful that I just looked over and saw my glasses. I was like, whoa!
You can go on and shout right
Won't
now.
God do it? But that helps me be able to see your wonderful names on here. So who we got? We got some folks in here. I'm just going to roll with whoever Tony clicks on, and we're going to go from there. Oh, we got our Lee Hemp Farm family. I think in Atlanta. I'm not sure, but I want to make sure. Good morning to you. Grateful to embrace Infinity Fellowship energy. And we're grateful to embrace you too. We are all in this thing together in the space, and we're loving it. Sister Sita is in the house. Hey, sis. Good to see ya. Good morning to everyone. Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. So thankful for spring encroaching upon us and extra hours of sunshine. Love it in the house tonight. Angie Bartlett Treese is in the house. Good morning, if family from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, USA. Grateful for spring break. Extra opportunities for rest, relaxation, and family time. Yes. Oh, I'm grateful for spring break too. Oh, it's spring break, Baba. Nikita Brown Thomas, our cousin Keita. Good morning from the Ville. I am so grateful for spring break. Break, a time break the normal routine and plan for the next season. Come on. Let's do this thing. I love it. What a great day today. Sister Renee Sumby is in the house. Good morning, Infinity Fellowship. DC is in the house, and grateful for the peace. I'm going to read the rest for the box. Thanks, T. We'll take that off, and I'm going to keep reading the box. Great. Grateful for the peace of... Oh, grateful for the peace. Gotcha. Grateful for the peace of mind, for the peace of heart, for the peace of family. We're sending that love to you, Renee. We got Robin in the house. Yesterday's Robin Robbins is now today's Robin Jackson, shedding the past and moving forward to the future. Love it. Come on, transformation. I think we got some standing ovations coming later. My sixth sense is tingling, and it's saying we got some standing ovations to report during announcements. So we got that coming. We want to hear from you. The Terrell is in the house, the Lindsay family. We love y'all. Corks and Conversations coming soon, family.
Yes.
We got to do that. We're checking in with you. Talia's 6, grateful for having play dates. Come on now, man. The girls are in the house. Christina's in the house. Good morning from Northern Virginia. I am grateful for life.
Yes.
Isn't it something?
Yes.
We're breathing in that consciousness with you, sis. Tanita's in the house. Happy Sunday from Durham, North Carolina. North Carolina is in the house today. I'm loving it. Grateful for the love of family, and I'm going to have a productive week. We're going to have a productive week. We're going to speak that this productivity is going to go out of the charts for you, sis. And on top of that, you're going to have fun being productive. We're speaking that for you as well. All right, Wisconsin is in the house. I'm reading it. I love the name. Sugar Shy 45 Lee Hemp Farm. Tell me I can't read. Tell me I'm grateful for the gift of reading. We've got a king in the house. Mason, Tennessee. Neat new Ford EV factory. Come on. We got the new Ford factory coming to West Tennessee. And we're speaking that those opportunities are going to expand everyone's consciousness, everybody's wallet, everybody's educational level, that it's going to bring peace and prosperity to that side of the state. We're excited about it. We're in the house today. We also have Tashana Lindsay. I love the Lindsays. They got so much gratitude, baby. They pass it all around to everybody, individually and collectively. How special. The Lindsays are in the house. Grateful for a peaceful home environment.
Yes.
We love it. Lena is in the house. Good morning from Wisconsin. Wisconsin is in the house today. Grateful for waking up this morning and for my children, no matter what.
Yes.
Awesome. Y'all, we got you. We know you're coming in still. On the replay, we get people who jump in on the replay and type in what they're grateful for as well. One thing they're grateful for, look, it's gratitude. It's an attitude, and it's infectious. So we say good morning to you. Sing it along with us. Let's send this into the stratosphere, y'all, with the voices of infinity.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good All right. We're going to do another little song for y'all real quick. And we're going to have us a little jam, huh? Another jazz song. I was walking along, minding my business, when out of the orange-colored sky, flash, bam, alakazam, wonderful you came by. I was humming a tune, drinking in sunshine, when out of that orange-colored view, wham, bam, alakazam, I gotta look at you. One look and I yelled, timber, watch out for flying glass. Cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout, I've been hit, this is it, this is it. I was walking along, minding my business, when love came and hit me in the eye. Flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange-colored sky, yeah. Watch out for flying glass. Cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout, this is it, this is it, this is it. I was walking along, minding my business, when love came and hit me in the eye. Flash, bam, alakazam. I said 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 flash, I said bam, 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 bam. I said scarlet sky. Ooh, I said flash, bam, and alakazam. Yeah, yeah, flash, bam, alakazam. Flash, bam, alakazam. I said flash, bam, alakazam. Hey, hey, flash, bam, alakazam. Yeah. And
Voices of Infinity, y'all. How about that when we're in the space today, jazzing it up? Come on, man. They are jazzing that thing, man. I love it. Feeling that energy out of an orange-colored sky. You are right in the orange-colored sky space. And there's nothing like an orange-colored sky. There's nothing like those songs, and you hear the standards there in there. We're going to make sure that we embrace all the cultures. I know when we have Sister Kanitha people, you're going to come up in a minute and do Infinitude, but I always explain to our newcomers, they're like, wait a minute, I turned into a church. They're singing jazz. They sang some blues. They did some hip hop. Spirituality and spirit is in every form of music. And we came out of a space where you're taught, well, don't sing certain songs on Sundays, and you play with musicians all night on Saturday night, and then Sunday comes and you say, let's go play something in the church. They, well, I can't play what I was playing last night in the church. Why not? You weren't gifted last night? That gift is different now? You mean you can't put some Stevie Wonder on and talk about love, and you can't put some Earth, Wind, and Fire on and talk about the secrets in the stone? Yeah, oh yes, you can here. So we created a space where we don't have to separate, where we can recognize that all things work together for the good. That is the Infinity Fellowship. If you've been seeking a space of spirituality like you're experiencing today, it's really simple. Send us an email to infinitynashville@gmail.com, and we will set you up with our new members orientation. We have a new members orientation coming up within the next month. We've gotten emails from several of you who are interested in being a part of the Infinity Fellowship, both here in person and abroad, and we want to bring you into the space. This is second Sunday, Nurturing Sunday. Next week is If Speaks, where we talk back. But we invite you to get to know us by visiting our website at myif.org. And at this time, I'm going to welcome back up our leading lady, Chief Operating Officer, Lady Kenitha Carr, who's going to lead us through the principles that bind us together and our spiritual practice here at Infinity. We call that Infinitude. She's coming up. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome into the Infinity Experience live online. I always do it every single time. I like to remind you of a couple of things. Here at Infinity, one, we don't tell you what to call or how to define the God of your own personal acceptance and understanding. That is an intensely personal and beautiful relationship. Here at Infinity, we simply affirm your unique connection. Number two, whatever you call that source energy, you'll hear us say God interchangeably with the universe, divine source. What you see around you is the proof, baby, that it was showing off, honey, when you were created after the same image and likeness. And so now it's time to speak aloud the core agreements that bring us together at Infinity. We call that infinitude. Infinitude is defined in the dictionary as the state or quality of being infinite or having no limit, We have a unique mix of faith backgrounds at Infinity, but what centers us is the spirituality we all share in common. For us, infinitude is defined as infinity with an attitude, and that attitude is gratitude. And the snap you just heard is a spiritual practice that gives us life and meaning. Snap is on your screen, and we recommend you take some time to meditate on both it and our statement of infinitude by visiting our website at myif.org. The essence snap is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N is for nurturing of ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. The A is for action because we take action on our callings and walk in our divine purpose every day. And finally, the P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are grateful that you all are here as unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many names, yet known by only one energy. I invite you to join us in the affirmation of our statement of infinitude. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many ancient terms of affirmation. Amen, Amin, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe.
So that's how we do infinitude. Those are the principles that bring us together. It's now time for us to sing our congregational hymn. Hit it, Daniel. And that is Peace, Peace. It's our opportunity to recognize that today is the day that the God of your own acceptance and understanding, get that, the God of your own acceptance and understanding. This is about your personal relationship. This is a day that God has made, and we are rejoicing and we are glad in it. So we invite you to speak, to sing into existence wherever you are in the world, peace, love, and joy. We're going to put the words on the screen, and we're going to sing it all together. Come on, let's hear you. Sing with us now. Peace, peace, wonderful peace, enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, peace.
Oh,
Peace, peace, everlasting
peace.
Let my peace shine bright, so the world can see love, 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 wonderful love. Enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, love, love, everlasting love, let my love shine bright, so the world can see. Some more joy, 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 wonderful joy. Enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, joy, joy, everlasting joy, let my joy shine bright, so the world can see. Let's get some more peace. Peace, peace, wonderful peace. Enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, peace, peace, everlasting peace. Let my peace shine bright, so the world, let my love shine bright, so the world, let my joy shine bright, so the world, and let my peace shine bright, so the world can see. Gosh, hey-ho.
Woo.
If you are a first-time visitor today at Infinity Fellowship, go ahead and type first time in the box so that we can recognize you. In a space where we meet in person, we mob each other during the visitors welcome in a respectful way. And when we come back, we'll fist bump, we'll elbow bump you. But for right now, what we have is the love of the internet and technology. So where you are in the world is important. Go ahead and wave your arm or wave your hand and say first time, type it in. And listen, infinite streamers, shower them with love. Give them the hearts, give them the affection, give them the fist bumps, give them the thumbs up, give them the welcome. Everybody can talk in the chat. And it's a great space to be extremely, abundantly welcoming to whoever shows up here. It's at this point in the service that we do say hello to our first timers, and we also remind our old timers of who, what, where, when, and why we are. First and foremost, I want to let you know that when you come to Infinity Fellowship, We don't see you as a human being who shows up to have a spiritual experience. We see you the other way around. You're a spirit who is navigating the human experience just like the rest of us. So we like to give you the 5 W's, who, what, where, when, and why, and we like to deliver them with love. So if you're watching with your family, I'm giving you explicit instructions. Turn to your family members at this time and look to them in the eyes. Put your hands up toward them, send them a little bit of energy. If you got kids working in the kitchen or in their rooms, call them. Say, Lisa, Jenny, John, get in here. I got something I want to tell you. And watch what happens when you program this into someone's spirit. So turn to somebody, put your hands up. If you're at home, if you're watching Infinity by yourself, just close your eyes, receive this energy if you're a first timer, and recognize that people all over the globe are repeating the words that I'm about to say, and they are repeating them in earnest just for you. So this is how we deliver them. Take a deep breath. Exhale and let it go. Feel the energy there. And repeat after me. I see you. But you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You are a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me, where I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I am here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. Give it a shake, give it a shake, give it a shake, give it a shake, give it a shake. Pass some high fives out. Pass some fist pumps out. Pass some love out. Jump on top of it. Feel it. Dance it out, y'all. Dance it out. Feel it. Dance it out. Give it up. Dance it out. Share it. Dance it out. Walk it out now. Walk it out. Walk it out now. Walk it out. It's time to give, y'all. Time it out. Time to give, y'all. Walk it out. I get my exercise. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Y'all ain't ready for that. Hey! I'll get it going, y'all. Rev's morning exercise. Till Sister Kenitha gets our regular dance, she's gonna do what dance blast. What you doing? What class are you teaching when we open back up, Sister? Oh, line dance. You're not teaching line dance? You sure? I think we should have a movement to have Kenitha, Lady Kenitha, teach line dance. She's an exceptional DJ. She's an exceptional leader, exceptional musician. This is the energy, though, that we pump up because it's time for our sacred giving. And we give from a spirit of joyfulness. So that spirit of joyfulness, I'm dancing because I'm here. I'm able to dance. I got my limbs working. My heart is pumping. My mind is working. My skin is tingling. And every single component piece of what I just said adds up. And at the sum total at the bottom under the line, it means that I am alive. And because I'm alive, I'm in it to win it. And I am blessed. I am blessed with health. I am blessed with family. I am blessed with institutions that surround me and love me, and you are too. So this is the moment where we pour back into these institutions. This is when we pour back into the Infinity Fellowship, and we recognize that by giving, that's how we open the door up to continue to receive. You already received everything. Let's just be real. And I don't know about you, but let me talk about me. I've already received the gifts that God gives me every single day. When I wake up, when there's an issue, a problem that I have to solve, I don't look at it and say, oh, I have an obstacle in my path. I say, thank you, God, for giving me the mental faculty to be able to solve problems. Thank you for trusting me when the burdens are here, saying that I have given you enough skill, enough power, enough vision, enough power in your destiny to be able to handle this. Ain't that a gift? So how do we give back? We give back financially to the institution that pours into us so much, and that's the Infinity Fellowship. So you have several ways that you can give today. Wherever your heart is moved to give, make that move today. Pull out your phone, pull out your checkbook. You can give via Cash App, $Infinity Fellowship. You can give via PayPal, either at paypal.me/Infinity Fellowship, or via international PayPal at infinitynashville@gmail.com. We have a slide that we're going to put up so that you can see all of those options for giving. Do not miss out on the giving part. Do not miss out on the giving part. The benefit is the giving part. Remember, we give joyfully. We don't give from a place of lack. The reason why I want you to give from a place of joyfulness is because if you give from a place of lack, then it doesn't matter how much you give, because you're not going to be in a space of abundance because your vibration is lack. Oh, I would give this, but look, don't give from that space. Give from a space of recognizing that when Spirit inspires you, pours into you, when you pour into a space like this, then the gift just keeps on giving and keeps on giving. I've seen it in my own life, and you can't predict where it's going to come from. It may come back financially. It may be open access to a new job you've been seeking. It may be protection for one of your children that's out there. Whatever it is, trust that you're participating in this cycle by giving. So we don't just throw the seed out and scatter it. We give with intention here at Infinity. And if this is your first time being a giver, if this is your first time joining and saying, in addition to an offering, I'm going to tithe, I'm going to take 10% of what I brought in and I'm pouring it back to the space that pours into me. Whatever it is, we want to give with intention and intentionality. So we have a special affirmation that we all say together globally when we give, and we're going to put it up on the screen right now. Take a deep breath with me. Exhale, let it go. Good. Now let's say our affirmation together. O limitless, abundant Creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference, and so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely, with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is. Repeat after me, and I will charge you up with this because this is how we do it at Infinity. When we give, we also sing a remembrance that everything is good.
Yes.
So you feel the energy in that affirmation? I know you did. So take another inhale. Exhale, let it go. Repeat after me. Everything is good.
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 I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it good.
I got it good.
All right, the Voice of Infinity are going to take this over and they're going to rock it with us. We're going to sing along with the voices. Everything is good.
Ooh, everything is good. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Oh, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, yeah, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, y'all sing it with me now. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. In my life, everything is good, and I've got it. Woo. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, yeah, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Oh, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. Yeah. Woo. Woo, 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 woo.
Good morning, Infinity. Morning. All right, perfect. Now, we do standing ovations here to celebrate an accomplishment you have made, putting the teachings you have absorbed here into action. Now, if you have a manifestation you've seen in your life that you want to report as a standing ovation today, go ahead and type it into the chat box for us at this time so that we can salute you in a few minutes. Now, welcome to March, the third month of 2022. And you do know that it is the year of attainment. And the definition of attainment is the action or fact of achieving a goal toward which one has worked. This right here is the year for the big payoff. The big payoff, baby. Yeah, revenge. Not really. But so, every single day, remember to speak aloud our daily mantra for the year. I live in the overflow. Let's say it one time. I live in the overflow. Now it is time. It's time to rock, skate, and roll. Bounce. The youth skating part is today. The skate party will be held at the Rivergate Skate Center, 119 Gleaves Street. Sorry if I said it wrong. But Madison, Tennessee, 37115 from 2 to 5 p.m. Now the first 30 young people will be admitted free of charge, and parents are free as well. All you need is $3 for skate rental. After 30 kids, admission is $6 per child, plus $3 for skate rental. So shake your skating legs, young people and families, and join us this afternoon from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Rivergate Skate Center. Now, Founders Day is Founders Day is Restoration Day. That's a mouthful right there. Founders Day is Restoration Day at Infinity. Now, as an interfaith and interspiritual community, we have embraced the growth and challenges we faced over the last 8 years. COVID-19 took the world by storm, and we, once again, adapted, expanding into a global ministry in the midst of the chaos. Infinite streamers, you have become a core part of the Infinity family. Now, the time has come for the full family reunion on April 17th, Resurrection Sunday. Infinity will return to in-person services for the first time since migrating online 2 years ago. That's right. Infinity, mark your calendars to join us for Restoration Sunday, the Easter holiday. Now, masks will be required and details are forthcoming. We are calling for all hands on deck to volunteer to help out on this Sunday. Now, please sign up to volunteer at tinyurl.com/sign up Infinity. We may have a little caption for that one to pull up. Now, next week is If Speaks Sunday, and it is all about manifestation and purpose. We get it. You say affirmations. You study your various scriptures. You embrace your spiritual journey, but you haven't seen fruit. We have something for that. Next Sunday, Rev Jeff will guide us through our annual purpose guide. Now, this guide is not only a practical tool, it is an actual physical document that you can print and follow throughout the year. And people who have been using this tool in their lives will testify that it changed their entire approach to manifestation. I can truly say for myself personally, it has helped me out very much. Now, the guide is free and available on our website at myif.org. Simply go to the educational classes page, download your manual, print it off, and assemble your family and friends to work through it next Sunday with Rev Jeff. Also, check the chat because we are putting the direct link into it. Do your spirit a favor and plan your purpose with us next Sunday. It will be a gift that will keep on giving for life. Yeah. So now we're going to bring back up Rev Jeff and Lady Kenitha because, drum roll, it is time for Standing Ovations.
Yes, so we'll tell you about SNAP. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Our high energy at IF comes from our practice of SNAP. That's why we snap our fingers during this part of our service. We receive practical lessons and journeys that's spirituality. We fellowship with like-minded spirits every week that's nurturing. Yes. We take what we learn and apply it in our lives, that's action. And if we do these, then every week we see examples of progress in our lives. And that's the proof, y'all. That's the proof. So let us pause to enjoy a collective moment of manifestation and expansion. We'll call off your names as we receive them. When your name is called, we will snap our fingers. Snap your fingers. Yep. All by yourself. Okay. And then at the very end, we'll provide a collective standing ovation. All right? We got it?
Yes.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
We're coming down stage here, Sister Kenitha, to the monitor. Come on down here with me to this. There we go, Dan. We got it in the space.
Yes,
yeah, we do. So we have a monitor adjustment, but we're here full body in the space today. So if you have something good that has happened or manifested for you, make sure you type it quickly now because you know how that is. We get a little bit of a delay between typing in and receiving. Even though we're broadband streaming right now live, we want to make sure that we catch your standing ovation and that we are able to announce it for you so that you can be celebrated because we're going to act the donk for you in just a moment. So, standing ovations. Let's go and see who we have here. We have first our standing ovation. Celebrating CL Trees. We got Brother Charles in the house today, celebrating on this day, which is awesome. Celebrating on this day 25 years of brotherhood, service to mankind as a member of Phi Beta Sigma.
Yes.
Looking forward to 25 more years to come to serve our community. Man, 25 years.
Man.
25 years of initiation. Happy birthday to you. To you and your LBs and everybody and the service that you're putting into to Phi Beta Sigma and what you're putting into the world, Brother Treese. We're grateful for you. Glad you're celebrating. Glad you're kicking it. We're going to send you a standing ovation for that celebration in the space today. And everybody is going in on the chat box. We got a little disconnect between YouTube and Facebook today, and it's fine because it's allowing us to catch things. If we miss our standing ovation, we want to make sure that we let you know that you can share it on the replay as well as you're in the space today. Standing ovation. Do we have standing ovations this week for Samuel? The kid made it to spring break.
Yes, we made it to spring break. I mean, that's
yes, and another good standing ovation is, Metro Schools has had a huge challenge with math teachers. So for those of you who are math teachers out there, who are budding and aspiring math teachers, and you're looking for a space to apply, middle and high school students in Metro, because of Corona and what has happened with people moving back and forth in the educational space, there's been a lack of teachers there. They've been working to find teachers. So this is a great time to get employed. But we also want to shout out our principal at East, Dr. Jamie Jenkins and his entire crew, Dr. Dee for making the adjustment. They had to move some classes around for math, but everybody there and at the board responded and they've stepped up as a standing ovation to make sure that math and supplemental math education was there for those students there at East. So we want to make sure that we send a standing ovation there of celebration and affirmation to say that when you're faced with a situation, you'd be surprised what you can do. You can step up, you can get some great things done. So they're in the space today, and we want to celebrate that. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else who gave me a standing ovation during the week that I don't want to forget.
I can't think.
Okay, great. Standing ovation. Yes, Tony. Got another standing ovation. Good. Put it in there now so we can shout you out. Our brother Terrell Lindsay's got a standing ovation. The Lindsay family in Mesa, Arizona, went outside our comfort zone and met with a new family at the park. It was an abundance of mutual love and respect. Man, yes. Because we talk about that here. You have to have community. And we are actively reestablishing community. Build with like-minded people.
Yes.
Get them together, Terrell. Get a nice group of families together, and you might see us pop out to Arizona and visit everybody. That'd be cool. So you building out there on the West Coast. We're building here in the center.
Yes.
We got people building on the East Coast.
Yes.
We're going to bring them all together in 2022. We're going to attain that thing.
Yes.
We're going to build this global community wherever we are. So shout out to you. Congratulations to you in the space. Daryl Clark, D. Clark, the creative thought scientist. It's Spoken Word Sunday, so we know we got something from the creative thought scientists in Long Island, New York, Wheatley Heights. Standing ovation to Sophia Clark for making the Dean's List at Vanderbilt University. Holla! Now
That's not a small feat.
No, that's not a small feat. And, Sophia's not majoring in, arts and crafts or something like that. She's majoring in engineering.
Right.
So to make the Dean's List
Very true.
at Vanderbilt and major in engineering,
Yes.
what a powerful thing. What a powerful affirmation. What a powerful ovation. We're going to love giving it to you today. We're going to love acting up for you, Sister Sophia, and everything, the entire Clark family and everything great that is happening for you, all of the work that you're putting into the world, and most importantly, all of the joyful manifestation that you all are putting into the world. I want to congratulate you for that. I also want to congratulate a standing ovation. I knew I needed to get it. And when he gets back on, he watches the replay. To Dr. Jerome Morris and the entire team at the Urban Education Department at University of Missouri St. Louis, UMSL, for being named an AERA Fellow. It's a national prestigious award for researchers. So congratulations to you for your work, Doc. When you get back on and watch this, you're going to say, oh man, I would have typed in my standing ovation. You can say, they got it. They got it. How did they know? They're psychic. It's the universe.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing that with us. And we're sharing it with the world. Standing ovation to you. Okay, we want to make sure that we get everybody, Tony, standing ovations. Okay, good. If you got another one to share, put it in the box anyway, and people still going to love on you. People still going to clap for you, and they're still going to give us that. So what do we do?
All right, so at this point, if you shared, guess what? You get to have several seats. But the rest of us, wherever we are in this entire world, are going to stand to our feet and give an out of this world standing ovation. Okay? So here, and I'm walking back this way. Here we go.
We're walking this way.
Okay? There we go. Woo! All right. Oh, we
There's a slight delay, so I'm going to slip in here and add to that ovation that we just gave. All right. To that ovation that we just gave, I'm going to slip in here and I'm going to read a standing ovation from Sharon Cherie Joyce Sharon, what's happening? Tell Donnie and everybody we said, hey. To Jabari Bailey for maintaining Dean's List status, for maintaining, not just attaining, but for maintaining Dean's List status for 3 years at Hampton University in architecture. Come on there, Jabari. 3 years. Scholar, exceptional family. We love y'all, man. Sending energy to the family in the ATL, and it's awesome. And Sister Kanitha's awesome.
And those are the ovations and everything else. So it is spoken, so it is received.
And so it is. You want to do an intro or tell us what's coming up? You want me to? Okay, I can. All right, we got, it's time for the message, y'all. Right before the message, we are blessed today to have a very special rendering of a classic. Classic was written in, I believe, 1948, recorded by several artists, but most memorably to some people in jazz by Ella Fitzgerald in 1959, a version that she put out there. She had a wonderful section behind her, and it was beautiful. Well, we also have a wonderful section behind our singer today. That's going to be Brother Reggie Wooten. And that's also going to be him, not just on the vocals, but on the guitar. And he's going to lead us in with a very, very powerful song. It talks about road journeys. It talks about love. It talks about detours and what's coming your way. So we're going to turn that over to Brother Reggie Wooten, y'all. Get your journals, get your energy ready for the message today. And let's listen to Detour Head.
I'm the only one headed this way. Can't you see you headed wrong, the wrong direction? Can't you see that detour ahead? Wake up, slow down before you crash and break your heart with a goal of a cloud. Can't you see you head wrong, wrong direction? Can't you see that detour ahead? The further you travel, the more you unravel the wind as it spins around you. Why don't you wake up while it's time? Can't you see soft shoulders spins around you? Smooth road, clear, nice. Lucky me. Suddenly, I saw the light. I'm no longer head wrong, in the wrong direction. I can see that detour. I can see that detour. I can see that detour. I can see that detour ahead. No, I'm no longer headed wrong, in the wrong direction. I can see that detour ahead.
Reggie said, when you see that dude say detour ahead, oh, the day looks so smooth, everything looks so bright, everything seems to be going well, and is there a detour ahead? Some of us have faced those moments. We've had those moments in our lives where things seem to be going absolutely perfect, but you didn't realize that there was a detour ahead. I love the feeling in it, Reg. I love the energy and I love the lyrics in it because it speaks to the heart, and it speaks the song of someone who is on a road and everything is going smoothly, but they're heading in the wrong direction because they're not with the person that they're supposed to be with. See, some of us are scared of a detour, but sometimes you got to take the detour just so you can get on the right path. Finish it out for us, Reg.
see that, I can see that. I can see that detour ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Reggie Wooten. Y'all give it up at home. Y'all snap it up. Somebody in the chat, I was sitting on the side, I was listening, and Reg, my glasses sometimes give me X-ray vision. And I can see from across the room on the monitor that somebody said, I love when Baba Reggie gets to sing. How about that? So thank you, brother. Namaste, and just thank you for that blessing today. As we talk about journeys, as we prepare ourselves for these journeys, as we get ourselves in the space for meditation today to receive a very powerful message on Nurturing Sunday, we want to make sure that you embrace a thought that will center you. It's why every Sunday we give you a meditation for today. And today's meditation comes from the late, great legend, Andre Crouch. And we're going to pull him up on the screen so that we can hear him talk about his journey in this meditative space. The message is that I was reminding myself and informing others of the fact that God has always been good to me. No matter what you're going through, God is always with us. Life is a journey. The message that Andre put into the world, and you all know that he had a very, very powerful message. But that message is that I was reminding myself and informing others of the fact that God has always been good to me. No matter what you're going through, God is always with us. Life is a journey. Life is a journey. For just the next few minutes, I want you to meditate around this topic that came up for me, and we put it out there, and it's very, very clear. Destination, destiny. Destination, destiny. Destination, destination, destiny, which means destination. Here is what's coming, your destiny. That is where you are headed. That is where you are going. Today, there is a word for you to remind you that you are heading towards your destiny as the destination. Listen, y'all ever taken a trip and you got with people who don't know where the hell they're going? I don't know why they came out like that. I don't know why it came out like that, Spirit. I don't know why it came out like that. I'm going to stop battling you because it comes as it comes. You ever been on a journey with somebody who didn't know where the hell they're going? It's frustrating. It's what the old folks used to say, flusterating. You know, we make up words. You know, we were frustrated, flusterated. It's flabbergasting. It's mind-numbing. It's distracting. It's disturbing. When you are in a car with somebody who don't know where they're going, but you got to go on a ride with them. Is that not frustrating? Ain't it frustrating when you're in the car and you don't know where you're going? I'm going to tell you something that happened to me when I had to go do a film premiere of a movie that I produced, and it was down in Mississippi, and I had to take the Natchez Trace, and I felt pretty good with my instructions that I had printed off. This is right before you could do all of the exquisite downloads from your phone and the exceptional programming that would always keep you centered and make sure you didn't get lost. And even then, I had a backup there, had a backup GPS that was a Garvin, a little plug-in that was there. And nobody told me that if you go in certain back roads in Mississippi, All right, good. We're back, and we're back, and our signal is strong. We had a brief power outage. You never know what the weather brings you into space. But guess what? We keep on rolling, and we're glad you stayed with us. And there was something in today's meditation that somebody else needed to see. Somebody need to go back over the words of Andre Crouch. But let me tell you, like we used to say in the 90s, let me tell you that we don't stop. Let me tell you that we don't stop. So we're in the space today, and we're in this space. And the question is, again, have you ever been in a car with somebody who didn't know where they were going? Have you ever been on a Mississippi road like I was, and the GPS signal goes out and you don't know? That's frustrating too, because it does not allow you to get a grip on the direction that you're going in. And when you don't have direction, all you have is confusion. When you have confusion, you have anxiety. When you have anxiety, you have doubt. When you have doubt, you have fear. And the places that you thought were supposed to be sunny roads now begin to scare you because you recognize that there is a detour ahead. Destination, destiny. Destination, destiny. The first point that I'm going to give you that I want you to meditate on, and this is something that I want you to write down on Nurturing Sunday. I need you to hear this. You have to first determine your direction. If you're going to head toward destiny, the first thing you have to do is determine your direction. Even right now, we have what's called a global positioning satellite, or a global positioning system. It is what we program into our phones. It is what we program into our cars. It is what we program into our GPS systems. Many of us use the GPS designation, and we don't understand what it absolutely means, because all we know is that it gets us there. But it's important that we metaphorically understand what a global positioning system is, what a global positioning satellite is, because what it means is that you are on the ground with a device, working your way through a network of streets and roads and destinations. But while you are doing that, there is a device that is out in the universe guiding you, because it is so high that it can see every potential road, every potential detour that is in front of you, but it is guiding you to make sure that you stay true. You ever been with somebody, driving with somebody who don't want to program the GPS? I don't like to program the GPS. In a moment of transparency, my wife Kanitha and I like to drive. And Sister Kanitha is going to use her GPS, because her GPS is going to tell her when there's a traffic jam. Her GPS is going to tell her when there's an alternate route there. Their GPS is going to tell her when there's an accident. But if you're with somebody who is not sure where they're going and they refuse to use their GPS, that's double frustration. I know that every now and then, I know exactly where I'm going, but sometimes I like to take the scenic route. And Sister Kanitha will lean over and kindly say, you know, would you like me to put on my GPS? That's her code word of saying, I don't know where you are going. And that anxiety is there. Even though I like to take the scenic route, that GPS helps guide us. When you have a GPS that's internal, that's connected to divine source, that is connected to the ancestor, that is connected to the universe, that is connected to the God of your acceptance and understanding. And guess what? Before you move toward any destiny that you think you have to define where you're going. When you program the GPS, if you just put in nothing, you're just going to see yourself on the screen moving all over the place. Some of you have had this feeling where you don't know where you're going in life. You don't know what the hell is coming. You reacting to circumstances and situations. You just reacting to everything because you see yourself on a map moving around in different streets, but you have no destination. So eventually you get frustrated, because when you're driving around with no destination, it creates confusion. When you're driving around with no destination, it depletes your gas. And some of you all who are dealing with the impact, all of us are dealing with the impact of what's happening in Russia and Ukraine. And now we're seeing $4.50, $5.50, $6.50, $7 gas. The last thing you want to do right now in your physical vehicle is drive around and not know where you're going. It wastes all resources. But when you define your destiny clearly, when you make a pronouncement, when you proclaim that you know what you are headed toward, you program it into your spirit. spiritual GPS. When you program that you were born for this new position, when you program that you were born to walk in purpose, when you program that you were born to walk in your gift, when you program that you're born for a healthy family, when you're born for healed relationship, when you're born, when your destination is defined very clearly, you input it into your spiritual GPS. And that's when you have yourself on the ground and you got the universe guiding you from the sky. You've got the cosmos reminding you that you're going to have to take a left turn and you're going to have to take a right turn. When you were in touch with your destination, and when you were proclaimed that your destiny is that destination, then you're not going to listen to any other voices in the car. Because the other voices in the car, they might not know where you're going. But your GPS, your global positioning satellite system, your God promise system, your God's purpose system, your GPS is now speaking to you, and you trust that GPS because that GPS has a wide view of everything. And that GPS lets you know when there's an alternate route that you might want to take for your safety. That GPS tunes you in to let you know when there is a train wreck up ahead and you might have to take a detour. That GPS in the sky, that internal GPS in the crown of your head, that internal GPS in your spirit lets you know when something is ahead that may block you so that you have a chance to take the right detour. So you've got to determine your destination. The second thing that you have to do is you have to drive toward your destination. Oh, you have to drive toward your destination. I know what some of y'all said, because there's a lot of D's here. You determine your direction. You drive toward your destination. Your destination is destiny. A lot of D's there. But one of y'all just gave me a big D, and I heard it in the universe, and it was D-U-H. The drive towards your destination. Somebody said, duh. Duh. Well, I want you to get a big duh in your spirit, because as simple as it sounds, do you know how many people are paralyzed because they have defined where they're supposed to go, but they never take a step to move toward it? Somebody out there is an expert in defining the direction. If you watch any programming on television, if you watch any programming, digital programming on the internet, the feeds and the responses are full of people who can define every single destination. They can tell you where other people need to go. They can tell you where society needs to go. They can list the resources coming out of Ukraine. They can talk about the Afro-Ukrainian. They can talk about everything that's happening in the world. They can tell you the history of everything going back to mankind. They can count the number of stones in the pyramid. They can tell you about the architecture of ancient Greece. And still, when you ask them to come out and help you change a tire, they won't even bust a grape. Because you're so stuck on the definition of the direction that you can't put the spiritual keys in the ignition and then hit the gas pedal. You got to do something. Once you define the direction, you got to step off on the left. Step off into the direction. Because what good is it to program something in your GPS that you never use? And if you are seeking something that soothes your soul, if you're seeking something that feeds you, if you're seeking something that affirms you, if you're seeking something that really puts you in alignment with your destiny, you recognize that that destiny is your very spirit. It is your very soul. You don't want to lose it. You want to move toward it. You want to embrace it. You want to be in it. You want to feel it. You want to know it. You want to let that light come around you and emanate from you in a way that brings people into a space that allows them to do the same. That's what your soul is. Your destiny is your very soul. And the information and the knowledge that exists in the world, it doesn't matter if you never get in touch with the soul. Because what does it profit a man or a woman to gain the world but lose their soul? You didn't know what this meant, did you? You thought it was talking about judgment, and you thought it was talking about being nice. No. What does it profit you to gain all the information and knowledge but never get in touch with that thing that feeds your soul. Once you get the knowledge, once you get the information, once you receive the spiritual practices, they exist so that you can then move toward your destination. When you move toward your destination, that is you taking action. This week, you need to move toward your destination. This week, you need to define and refine those spiritual practices. This week, you need to release the doubt. This week, you need to start saying, I am going to move now. And I might not be sure. The sky might be sunny. Things might seem right. Visually, everything may look good, but there's a detour ahead. But when you have defined your direction, you are no longer distracted by the detours. Oh, when I was stuck in Mississippi. I lost my GPS when I was stuck in Mississippi. There was a detour sign that took me off that Natchez Trace and took me on this other road. And that could have been frustrating to me. Some of you may have been in this space where you think you're on the road and you have it locked in, and then you have to take a detour and you get distracted by the detour. And you get fearful of the detour. And me in the winding roads of Mississippi with no street lights and nobody in the car with me and everybody sleeping, I ain't got nobody to call. All of that kind of stuff is starting to hit me. But don't you know that when I got off the detour, I thought I was lost. But when I got to the detour, it led me to an interstate that was not the small 2-lane highway. And I realized when I took the detour that about 50 miles behind me on the Natchez Trace, I had taken the wrong turn. So the direction that I thought I was going in, that was the great direction, was actually going to lead me to another city somewhere in oblivion. That had it not been for the detour, I did not have a chance. I would not have had a chance to course correct. So sometimes you complain about the detour, but the detour coming is to remind you that I'm setting you in the right direction. I'm affirming that what you're doing is working. I'm affirming that Spirit is speaking directly to you. I'm affirming from the GPS in the sky, from the universe speaking that I want you to get off this road because the road you think you're on, it might look good right now, but it's not the direction you wanted to when you plugged it into your GPS. Last thing I'm leaving you with. Your destiny is your destination, and your destination is your destiny. So while you're working this thing out, understand that you've heard it. Andre Crouch said it in today's meditation. That's why today's meditation came up in that space. Oh man, Tony, bring that slide back up. Bring that slide back up. That last line, I see it and I need to say it. That last line said, God is always with us, globally positioned, ready for you. Life is a journey. Life is a journey. For those of you who are frustrated, for those of you who need to know that God is always with you, understand that sometimes you're not going to see the destination at the very end right now. But if you can learn to embrace the journey itself, when you can learn to embrace the wonders that are before you, when you are able to embrace the road that you are on and every single day get up and say, I may not be able to see it right now, but I know it is here. I know where I'm headed. And there are things that I'm supposed to learn on the journey. In the meantime, you have discovered the secret of life. It's the secret of being grateful right now. I want you, Spirit wants you in this moment to begin to love the journey. It might be hard. It might be difficult. You might not like the details. But when you love the journey, then that means that you're here for it. You know, I'm with the stuff, as the young people would say. Some things I will and won't say, but I'm with the stuff. I am here for it. I want all the smoke. I want this life. I want to live to the fullest. If I get up in the morning and I breathe in air, I want to feel the gratitude for breathing that air. When I see my kids, and sometimes they may be not doing what I want them to do in perfect alignment with what I think they should be doing, but the fact that they are asserting themselves and learning and growing, and that they have the mental capacity to learn from their mistakes is a moment for celebration anyway. Sometimes it comes down to being able to embrace the journey. That's why you see Spirit says, show them that the journey is the destination. Show them to embrace. Show them to celebrate in a moment when a microphone goes off and you say, we're going to deliver this anyway. And you recognize that when there is a disconnect, the first thing that you go to is the source. So the first thing you go to when you feel your power going down, you go to the source to make sure that everything is plugged in. See, we just get lost because we get distracted when we hear darkness or we don't hear any sound, and we get frustrated by that. No, check and go back to the source. So if it's not plugged in, it's not going to give you power. So you're not going to be plugged in if you are not meditating. You're not going to be plugged in if you are not praying. You're going to be plugged in if you are not checking off that checklist of manifestation. Next week, I'm going to talk you through the entire purpose guide. Go back and get it. Go back and download it between now and tomorrow and next week, because you got homework to do. We're going to go through in the whiteboard and we're going to work this annual purpose manual out, and people see fruit from these manuals because they are practical spiritual tools. But if you're not feeling connected, this is your moment to plug in. This moment today is your opportunity to plug in. This is your space to plug in. This is your moment to plug in to an unlimited power source. That unlimited divine source of all that is, was, and ever shall be. This is the space for you to walk into your destiny right now. And when you feel confused, when you feel strange, and when you feel that you are all by yourself, know that that is the number one sign that you are doing the right thing. Because when you are in a field, when you are in an area, when you are in a designated space for growth, when you are in a discipline where there is oversaturation of one thing, the fact that you're thinking about things differently means that you are the innovator. That means that the universe is calling on you to create what only you can create. And if you can dare to walk into that space, if you can define that as your destination, if you can not be bothered by the detours, and if you can recognize that this journey is for you, you're going to birth into the world that unique thing that all of us have been waiting on you to birth. Time for you to manifest. Time for you to embrace the destination. That destination is your destiny, and that destiny is your destination. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Amen and Ashe. Take a deep breath. Exhale and let it go. God, we speak in this moment. We speak in affirmation of the message that was given today. We give thanks for the learned lessons, things that we've embraced over the week that have made us stronger. Thank you for the things that confused us because they made us dig a little deeper. Thank you for the things that bewildered us because they made us seek a little bit harder. Thank you for the practices that we have to embrace on a daily basis. Sometimes just to maintain our sanity, but most of the times to amplify our attitude of gratitude. Thank you for the gift of family and for friends. Thank you for this community today. Thank you for those who come together every single week to pour out into the world and to remind people that their destiny is a beautiful one. Thank you for this unique gift of being able to share in this community, to inspire in this community, to love in this community. Thank you for each family and individual represented right here. Thank you for this uplifting energy and this reminder that we are headed toward the greatest days of our destiny. We see them right now. We feel those days right now. We embrace those days right now. We proclaim those days right now. Destiny in our heart, mind, and spirit. We do not push for it. We do not prod for it. We do not pull for it. We open our hearts and we allow it. Because in this allowance, we affirm that all is well. We are exactly where we need to be in this moment today. Thank you for these gifts. I speak and pronounce these blessings over all the ears that are tuned in and all the spirits that are open to hear it. Thank you for these things and other things that cannot be put into words. We say together, Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. Deep breath in. Feel that good, embrace that destiny, and release it out into the atmosphere. and so it is. Y'all, we love you. We thank you for tuning in with us today and joining us at the Infinity Fellowship. As we prepare to sing our final song with you, we remind you that we got a lot of good coming to you. Mark your calendars for April 17th. Resurrection is restoration here at Infinity. And we're going to be here in person in the space today. And that in-person space is going to lift you. Don't forget to mark your calendars April 17th. We're going to show up here. And Infinite Streamers, get the chat going on Facebook, join that group, get in the space, be in the space, and know that wherever we are in the world and in reality, you're going to be here with us too, because we're all family too. We're going to start meetups around the Spirit is just going to be so good. I love it. It's already here. Also, today is skating. So if you're in town in Nashville, 2 o'clock p.m. at Rivergate Skate Center, there is a persistent and insidious rumor that Rev Jeff will appear on skates at the skate party today. I will not confirm or deny this rumor, but I shall be in the place. So come on out, kids. Y'all know first 30 kids, free. Bring your $3 for your skate rental, and we'll see you out there. In addition, tune in next week, If Speak Sunday. Go in the chat, hit the link, or go to the website, myif.org. Click on educational classes, and right below that, you'll see a purpose manual for 2022. Download it. If it looks weird, don't worry about it, because I'm going to talk you through it next week. That's what If Speaks is. We're going to make sure that you're in and on purpose. So, as all hearts and minds are clear, and all are ready to close out this service today, we ask that you stand to your feet at home and sway, grab somebody's hands if you got it, and recognize that as you walk into the world that awaits your light, that you are uniquely born into this world to make a change. You are also uniquely gifted to have friends, to have family, to have loved ones, to have community who will show up for you right when it's time to remind you of how awesome you are, like I'm reminding you right now. That makes us all family. And we sing together the words of our song as we close Infinity today. We speak that these song words, these lyrics can move into your heart. Ashe.
If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. We speak that the love of God, the power of the ancestors, rest, rule, rock, and abide with us henceforth now from this moment forward. Let us all sing together. Amen. Amen. Hotel Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. On behalf of
of the entire Infinity Fellowship family, this has been Rev Jeff Obafemi Carr, reminding you that we love you guys. That's a fact you cannot change. I'll see you next Sunday, and I'll see you Wednesday for the meditation. Peace, blessings, and power. Asheo.